Hi, this is Tyler. I'm going to give a quick little DIY video on how I replace the LCD panel, only the LCD panel on my central information screen. The first things first is you have to remove this panel. It runs all the way over to there and the whole thing just pulls out. Mine was really tight. This is a 2017 and I don't think it had ever been taken off, so I used a nylon pry tool to kind of pry under here to kind of loosen it up, and then when I got it popped off. There's two T20 Torx screws. One will be in this corner, one will be in this corner, and they are kind of tight in there, so you'll want to make sure you have like a magnetic head, because if they drop, they're going to drop down in the dash. It's going to be a real pain in the butt to get them out. So once you get those screws undone, the panel kind of comes out by, you have to, the whole housing, or yeah, the housing for the panel, you know, like take it like this and bring it out this way. And there are there is one connection. It's a pink/purple connection in the back, and there is a little tab on the side. You're gonna have to like squeeze on the tab and then pull, and it took a lot of force for me to unplug that cable. It's probably the hardest thing about the whole DIY was just getting that cable unplugged. So once you get that cable unplugged and you have the whole unit, it'll be the housing, this housing and the screen, and also like basically a unit for the screen and a circuit board to fit into. So I brought that over to my bench. And once I got it onto my bench, on the housing, the black housing that goes around the outside that protects the screen is more like a decorative piece. There's 4 metal posts that will be on the top of it, and those are too tall for those clips. There's 4 clips on the top, and they're too tall to be able to clear that side without maybe breaking the little black tabs. So there's 2 tabs on either side, and then I think 4 tabs on the bottom. So you just have to kind of like slowly work on prying those black tabs off, and you want it to come off from the bottom. So once you get that off, then to get the LCD panel, and there's a circuit board that'll be attached right here. To get it out, there's just one Phillips head screw. They'll basically be like in the center. You remove that Phillips head screw, and then this panel plus the circuit board that clips into these little metal brackets. That comes out, and once you get that circuit panel out, or the circuit board out, so these ribbon cables, the small one is hardwired to the new LCD panel, and you don't have to worry about transferring it over. But there will be a I did have to use the old ribbon cable on my from my old the old big ribbon cable from my old LCD panel. But basically the ribbon cables are held in, if you have any experience with like computers and things like that, especially laptops. I'll try to get but there's a little flap there. I'll get down lower, but you can see there's a little flap that locks the ribbon cable in place. And on the ribbon cables, you'll see like these little tabs. So those tabs have to fit in little indentations on the little receptacle or holder for the ribbon cable. And you can see the tab right there and right there. So you get the cable all the way seated in there, and you clip it down. The new LCD panel came with a little sticky strip for the running of the ribbon cable, basically just to keep it kind of pinned down right there. And so I got that replaced, and then there were four little kind of sticky soft pads that I transferred over from the old LCD panel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're for preventing any kind of like rattles with vibrations and things like that. So here is there's a serial number of the panel, and that's the exact serial number. It could be Z01 from what I've seen online, and but that's the one you'll want to order from China. This cost $88, and then shipping was 46 FedEx, and it came from China to San Antonio, Texas in 7 days. So once you get those the ribbon cables hooked up to the little panel, it basically just pushes back onto those little posts, and it snaps in. It's a little tight to snap in there, but you'll see the orientation whenever you get this thing pulled out, and then you put the black decorative housing back in, and then you're ready to go. Basically, put it back into the car. So when you're putting it into the car, again, you have to kind of put it like that and bring it like that. So once you get it back in, the only problem I had is it said no signal detected on the new panel. And so when I saw that, I did a hard reset of the Idrive / head unit by holding the power button for like 30 seconds. And then it booted up and it looked great. So this was super satisfying because I see my old panel here has, if I can get it in the light, like problems with the anti-glare coating and scratches on the display. And then after, the new panel here is like absolutely perfect. So super pleased with how this came out. For 88 bucks plus $46 shipping to get it within a week. Otherwise, you can pay $18 if you don't absolutely have to have the screen, and it's going to take, it said like estimated 25 to 35 days for shipping, but I wanted it sooner than that. Plan on doing an oil change pretty soon, and yeah, just it's not super nice to use a car without the center information display working, but I hope this is helpful for some of you guys. Hope you can save a lot of money doing this, and thanks for watching.